I'm just gonna say it. I think Taylor Swift is Michael Jackson level famous now. Her fame has hit. I think Taylor.
Now this nigga right here is tripping. He's off his damn rocker. This what T Swizzle fans be saying? This what they be thinking? They think like this? Y'all are brainwashed for real. Respectfully. The beautiful revival of Michael Jackson. Video by Tommy NFG. Are y'all the people who knew Michael Jackson and always, like, you knew him obviously and stuff, but like, or are you part of this new wave that like Loki is binging and it's a lot of women I feel like that are binging Michael Jackson? Because let me tell you, I was one of them ones from 09 when he passed away. I was in shambles, I was in tears. I can't fathom not knowing who he was today. I used to go to school dressed like him. I used to go to school dressed like Obama. I was a lame. I was in 4th grade, and you know what's crazy? People loved it. They said, you might be the next Michael Jackson. I used to be doing a moonwalk and everything. But the more love he gets, the more love he gets. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
She been comment me.
Artists that have hit the world and had their own changes on music. In every music category, you can usually point out a person who's considered the GOAT of it, or at least in the Mount Rushmore of it. Even funk music has its ghost probably. I'm way too old to be talking about funk music, let me stop. But no one has yet to this day come close to Michael Jackson and his impact on music. Every year, people are trying to compare their favorite artist to his likeness and say they officially passed.
Heard a nigga say Chris Brown is the closest thing to MJ we got today. Fuck is you talking about? Whoever, guy, man, woman, whoever made that post, whoever made that sentiment that started going viral like a few years back, maybe like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. You just freaky as fuck. You just a freaky ass nigga. You just freaky. He's not. He's not. He's not MJ. I don't care. Usher is not MJ. I don't care. He's not. It's just different. They can dance. I'm not saying they suck. They're not MJ. Like, what are we talking about here? I'd say Beyonce is closer to MJ than them niggas. From the feeling you get after a performance, trust me, I think Beyonce is closer than Beyonce and Usher Raymond. Nah, I'm good.
Which has led to atrocities like this.
I'm just gonna say it. I think Taylor Swift is Michael Jackson level famous now. Her fame has hit. I think Taylor.
Now this nigga right here is tripping. He's off his damn rocker. This what T Swizzle fans be saying? This what they be thinking? They think like this? Y'all are brainwashed for real. Respectfully.
Michael Jackson more famous.
Taylor Swift!
Period! Hands down. Who do you guys think is more famous, Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson?
Taylor Swift!
Swifties would think they could punch a hole through a plane with their bare hands if Taylor Swift told them they had the power to do it. Even the sheer fact that people have to compare their favorite artist to say they passed MJ shows they haven't. Because if that artist did, they would just be that big where the fans wouldn't even have to be saying that. And I've noticed recently, especially at the start of 2026, MJ is having an almost second prime on the internet with people either listening to his music.
I love it. I love it. I would like, I knew everything from the Pepsi commercial. I knew every single dance move. Y'all remember? Yeah.
More, dressing up like him and getting their hair like him, paying impersonators to do this.
Oh shit. Hell no.
Well, at least grandma got a good show until she kicks rocks. I haven't seen this much MJ content on the internet in my lifetime as someone who grew up with him as well. Man,
This nigga right here, hold on, let me give him respect. This nigga right here has been doing MJ dances in the street for the past at least 20 years. I'm telling you, at least 16 years. Let's give a round of applause. I used to be a jit. I'm telling you, I used to be a jit watching this man here moonwalk and slide, side slide or whatever. The 360 spin slide, you know, the where you going like, you know what I'm saying? He used to do that for like 10 meters. Like in front of restaurants and everything. He's in France. Like he is that one. Let's just put respect on his name. That's how long I've been in the game too.
This much MJ content on the internet in my lifetime as someone who grew up with him as well.
This right
Man,
here.
I used to be going ham on that Michael Jackson Just Dance. No one could handle me. Except any person that had moving limbs. because I lost every time. One of the big reasons I believe we're seeing this revival of MJ is younger generations and TikTok. Now, before someone says, bro, Tommy, MJ has been the biggest artist for basically every single generation alive now. I know that, alright? What I mean is the main push happening from TikTok. Ever since the Michael movie released in theaters, it's been smashing through records like no other movie. It's already gonna become the highest grossing biopic ever released, not even counting the second one they're gonna make, which will be even more popular. Worldwide, as of me recording this, it's made damn near 8.
Did y'all like that? I like the movie, but as a true MJ fan, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, I just don't like how in the movie I was like, it's cool. They should have added more real timestamps and clips from his actual life and his actual performances. But besides that, the storyline was just kind of odd. It was kind of different. Like, it seemed like more of the Jackson 5 and rather than MJ, they skipped out a lot of things. And then towards the end half of the movie, they just put 2 long ass songs. I forgot what songs they used, but they basically, it seemed like they got lazy and just put 2 songs towards the end. I'm like, oh, it was cool to see MJ back alive again. You know what I'm saying? It was cool like that. Like the first Avatar movie. It was cool seeing these niggas really bend and shit, regardless of how bad it was. But like the movie, I'm good without the movie actually being there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was cool seeing them alive, but it's not accurate enough, you know what I'm saying?
100 million, possibly gonna pass 1 billion. So you're seeing all this footage of people who love MJ and even some kids going with their parents for the first time seeing him being posted all over online, which is reviving him to people who already love him and brand new people. It's also showing how many people are suffering from main character syndrome, just being dickheads in theaters and nuisances.
Let me tell y'all my experience. This is a long video already. I'm yapping. This lady I was sitting next to in this theater. Oh my goodness. Y'all are not gonna believe me. Spam 1 if you gonna. Let me know what y'all would do in the chat. This lady right here, right? I was in an MJ movie. She's in my ear the whole time. I heard her stomach growl. She's 1 seat away. She's older, so I kind of feel her. And I was told by many people every time I told somebody this, when they asked how was it, they're like, well, she probably seen Michael Jackson when she was on. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. We're all here. She's singing. I'm over here actively trying to get away, further away, so people don't think I'm in her party. She asked, show me Tito. To her phone, it said, Tito is 90. Bro, she said, oh, hold on. I didn't ask you to yell. And then she said it, show me Tito, show me Jermaine, and showed her husband, I guess. I don't know. But like, you're asking Siri about it. That was the worst. Genuinely. I didn't know this was a real thing. I hear people talk about people ruining stuff in the theater. I didn't really know how bad it was. Genuinely, this was the worst experience. Honestly, they need to pay me to get my money back. Cause that's no good. That's no good. That shit not fair. She enjoyed her time. I know for a fact she enjoyed her time. I didn't. Because of her. Solely because of her. She's singing, hey, BC. Watch this. It's easy. This my song. Fuck out my ear. Please, fuck out my ear. That's my rant. My bad. I just had to get that off my chest, chat. That shit pissed me off. Everybody walked out happy. I walked out sad.
Better than me. I would have sent a Predator missile straight to where he was dancing. With the movie automatically comes more streams of Michael Jackson's music, which has been going crazy. He already passed Taylor Swift as of right now on Spotify, and I hope people know this is why they call him the king. This died 17 years ago. The music is even older and he's still breaking records. I think there needs to be an emphasis on the youth though, because when I went to watch it for the first time, there was literally kids 8 and 9 dressed as him watching the movie. So in a way, this movie is an introduction to a lot of youth for the first time and helping give nostalgia to everyone else. Speaking of the movie theater, since you can go bankrupt for a single ticket nowadays, I would use today's sponsor, Current, to help. If you
Get your money,
sign
dog.
up
Get your money, dog.
process so you don't miss it. who was tiptoeing like a cartoon character towards the kids, offering them candy and to hop in a van, just completely slandering him for money and making up lies because he was the most famous man on the planet. I remember for me, back in 2019 when they released Leaving Neverland, which if you don't know was a documentary Netflix release where two boys who grew up on Neverland tried to accuse MJ of predatory activities. I was even wondering like, damn, can I tell people in public
I'm not gonna lie, this documentary, we don't want to see y'all niggas no more, bro. We don't want to see y'all. Now, let me know what y'all think. Are you guys on the side that he did something with these kids or he didn't? I'm on the side where I think he didn't, but he was so naive enough to, and so childlike in the brain and how he saw kids that he put himself in false reality, meaning he put himself in a reality where it's not weird if you have kids, but in everybody else's reality, if you stay with these kids, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, bro, I can walk in a bank with a ski mask. Like, I can do that. But if you do that, people are going to, in our reality, people are going to think you're robbing a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like he did that. He was just so naive. He was so, oh, kids this, kids that. I don't think he did nothing, but like what you did literally was just really, really, really dumb. And I can say that. It's probably the dumb, well, hanging a baby over the ledge was pretty dumb too, I ain't gonna lie. But I'd say next to that was the dumbest thing MJ has ever done. I'll say that.
love his music without them giving me weird looks. So many people didn't want to be associated publicly with him, and that's not even counting at the time when he was alive. And this was because at the time, people still followed more what the mainstream media said, and they had a little bit more power. You did have people online obviously arguing that this whole thing is a lie. One of the accusers in the documentary, Wade Robson, in Michael's 2005 trial literally said under oath that Michael never did anything. And all of a sudden, 14 years later, he starts having Vietnam flashbacks, and all of a sudden Michael did crazy things to him. Since you can't lie under oath as well, doesn't this mean he should be in prison for lying about that shit? There was so many problems with this documentary. It's honestly surprising it even passed. And you can start to see at this time people splitting with the mainstream media, because if you check Rotten Tomatoes, for example, the majority of people gave it a 26%, while the critics gave it a
98%.
I don't know what these had against Michael Jackson, but they deadass hated him with the
No, I don't think it's them they had against Michael Jackson. It's about how things were shot, how balanced the thing is, from clips to talking headshots to confessionals, and you know what I'm saying? Like certain things like that. I think is what more of a filmmaker's eyes. The critics are looking at certain things like that. I don't necessarily think it's solely based on if the thing is true or not, or if they like the person or not.
all their five.
Because there could be a Hitler. It can be an Hitler movie about the genocide and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they can say it's a great movie, but a horrible person. You know, because of how accurate it is and how impactful the movie and the sense of gravity behind the movie. So I feel like it's like that. I mean, Tommy, you're not gonna see this.
If they could make a slander video, documentary, or have some random dude who interacted with them once back in the 90s accuse him of something, they would be on it and the whole thing would be done in a day. Nowadays, you still got news outlets just airing bullshit accusations from anyone.
It started with what he would call the booty rumble.
Like, bro, are we really supposed to believe this? I've never seen any Predator name one of their predatory acts like it's a WWE move. What was the next moves? Meat and munch or tickle to your booty crunch? The difference of the documentary releasing back then versus now is a complete different world. Netflix recently decided to announce a new documentary series called Michael Jackson: The Verdict, where they're gonna cover his 2005 trial and quote unquote examining his complex legacy. That's how you know they're already gonna be on bullshit and be on standby with the slander. As soon as people saw this, they immediately
It's crazy. There's people to this day that are like, nah, he was with kids. And you can't fault him for that. For me, people get mad, like they be standing. I'm like, bro, you got to understand the times. Back then, you're listening to the news because you're like, the news is right. The news is always right. So I'm not going to fault you for thinking that if you're older. Now, if you're younger and you're thinking he did something, I'm like, okay. We've had so many experiences where it's like, how did this happen? How did with the news? The news is wrong here. The news is wrong here. The news is fabricating this to cover this. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of different instances where you don't need to take the news is information and just call that the truth. You don't put that stamp on it. So like when you're younger, I look at you kind of like, okay, I mean, that's your opinion, but like you're kind of wrong. Make your own opinion. But especially when they reference like the past trials and all, he went to, so why didn't he? But like when your parents and stuff say certain things, it's like, okay, when you're younger, I mean, when you're, yeah, like back then in the day, and you see the trials, and all you see is a newspaper saying he did this, he did that, you're gonna believe it, low key. You know what I'm saying? So I understand they don't have that nuanced brain that we have today, because all the bullshit we deal with in our society in the 2010s on, in the 2020s on.
Announced they're canceling their Netflix subscription.
Not even the 2010s. I say like the mid 2010s, like 2017 or 2018 up. Low key, COVID-19, maybe like 2020s. I ain't gonna lie. From 2020 on.
And this was the final push. In a moment where everyone is celebrating his legacy, these always gotta pop in like rats to siphon some money. It is 100% true that MJ beat all of his charges, so what is the point of this documentary gonna prove? Still not letting a man rest 16 years after his death is crazy work. Netflix is lucky they're too popular to go bankrupt over this. I think past 2020 is when you really start to see people fully throw away that mainstream media narrative that MJ is some evil villain. You also had a ton of impersonators blow up like Fabio Jackson. He's a questionable person himself, alright, but just giving an example of someone who is one of the biggest impersonators. Rico Jackson as well, who's kind of a meme. He's the guy you saw sliding in people's faces. He looks nothing like Michael Jackson, but he's still one of the most booked
motherfucker look like Senna
impersonators of him. Something that's also helped is people talking about MJ's aura and style. There's so many edits alone on his aura.
I'm not gonna lie, that's what it is. That's the reason why he's blown up against younger people, especially, is because you can take anybody. I mean anybody. If they got good, cool moments, aura farming moments, they gonna take that and revitalize your whole career. They will do it with anything.
On stage and people passing out at the mere sight of him. Like, no matter how many celebrities try to recreate nowadays and have that same presence, it completely fails because it was something specifically special with MJ and how he did it. You could see people's first time reacting to his aura and shocked on how he even does it. Like, you don't even gotta be an MJ fan to admit, no artist to this day has touched this type of aura.
Bro, yeah, that's the type of aura Michael Jackson had. Y'all be talking about aura, but y'all ain't, bro. Y'all going around, bro, to experience a real aura, bro. I wasn't either. You feel what I'm saying? But like, he just used to stand there. Just used to stand there and like motherfuckers are breaking the tears just off a stand.
Guys, I'm not even glazing, guys. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, but I won't deny that this jet is probably one of the only display of actual aura. Hold on now. Hold on. That's what an aura actually is. Like that's the real definition of it. It means that you're outputting something we can't see.
I can't hear this nigga talk.
Could you imagine nowadays if he was still alive doing shows? They'd have to have 10 ambulances on standby at a time. Hospitals would make more in one night than they would the whole month. Something that's also helped is celebs and creators embracing MJ more. I mean, Drake made his entire Iceman cover a homage to MJ.
He did it as a homage, but at the same time, yeah, his finger's too fat for, I ain't gonna lie. He paid homage to him, but at the same time, he was also saying like, you know, I'm about to pass it to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit his record. I think it comes out on, it came out today, I think, or yesterday. If he passed MJ's record.
There was an ego thing or homage thing, who knows? All we know is the Iceman was a nice man, now he's hot and cold. You can't convince me otherwise. This isn't the worst bar in his whole career. The whole song should have been scrapped after that.
Okay, so he's a hater too. It's just about like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I think I'm not even the biggest Drake fan, bro. I really am not a Drake fan like that. But like, y'all just be pushing it, bro. Like, just listen to music. That's why niggas be saying our shit dead. Everything they say is mid. I just dropped the video. Y'all go tap into that yesterday, or it's 2 days ago. It was everything's mid, everything's trash, everything. Like, bro, if it's not for you, just move on. Y'all niggas saying it's trash and all this and that.
Streamers are dressing up as MJ as well, paying homage. It's really an effort that the people made, showing love, which I hope we have more of. It's rare nowadays you have people connect between race lines or gender lines or politic lines to all enjoy one thing. Something I believe also helped as well in this is Jafar Jackson and him playing MJ. I don't think you get that same type of performance and feeling of MJ with another actor. You add the weight of the fact he's playing his uncle and the most popular entertainer in history. It made him drive more to give a good performance. He said it himself. Thank God it wasn't Fabio Jackson playing him. Shit would be a stinker immediately. I couldn't
See, that's some good hate. That's some good hate. We got a 6'4" MJ in the cut, just in case Jafar would have back out. What the fuck?
Imagine the pressure he was facing. Maybe I'm just a lazy I would have sat my ass back and retired off the money, no cap. Going back to the comparison thing, the movie couldn't have come out at a better time with Iceman releasing. Because now that Drake officially passed Michael Jackson's record for most #1s by solo artists, you got people debating between the two on who's better. Drake fans coming out in an army saying since the record got beat, he's now the new king of pop. Not sure how that's possible when Drake doesn't even do pop anymore.
All my life, if Drake walked in here, it's a 99% chance I might pass out. On some cool shit, like, what up, Dub? I'll be like, what up? As soon as he give me a 5 and I'll pass, I hit my head right here.
The whole argument is dumb itself.
I don't understand why people, I mean, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that about people. Maybe Kobe, only person. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's nothing wrong with niggas saying that. Because if it was Michael Jackson, niggas wouldn't be like, bro, what the fuck? They'll be like, okay, word. I mean, MJ, yeah.
Because there's one huge difference between Drake and Michael Jackson. MJ did everything pre-internet and pre-social media. That's why it's quite literally impossible to compare him to any artist in 2026. Nowadays, at the touch of your hand, you can reach the whole globe. Back then, the most you had was TV and newspapers and billboards. I think that's also the main reason why people would pass out when they saw him.
And I think that's another reason why people believed that he did a lot of these things when he really didn't. Because I can get on my phone and say, yo, and see all these clips of people talking about him. I'm not only opening my front door and seeing a newspaper saying MJ arrested, MJ acquitted, you know what I'm saying, on my thing, MJ touching this, and it's all from the company. The only time you're seeing him is when he's doing on trial on TV and on your newspaper on your front lawn. Like, that's why I would give people the grace of, like, okay, you probably didn't know. I mean, he was alive, you should have known his character, but like, of course you didn't know. And y'all gotta stop acting like niggas not weird. Like, niggas are weird. Pee Wee Herman, all these regular people, who's touching kids, who's touching and like on some weird stuff. You really just don't know. But I'm gonna end the video there. Let me know what y'all think about Michael Jackson. This is the king of pop, my greatest of all time. Personally, he's been my greatest of all time. I'm gonna be that person. Before y'all niggas found out about him, he was me and I was him. I love you to death. I'm gonna see you on the next one. I appreciate you for watching. I'm gone.